The human psyche, quite honestly, Chief, is fucked. Like, we don't really talk about it enough. I've spoken in the past about how the brain is inherently negative, but I mean, some of the impulsive thoughts we get, we're all inherently selfish, but do you ever get thoughts that kind of scare you sometimes? The thing is, you're not what you think, you're what you do, so the only language that any other human being will ever be able to understand is what you say and do and put into this world. But you are capable of some fucking terrible things. You're capable of being selfish, sadistic, cowardly, just all of the above. And if you try and run from that, ironically, it will always catch up from you. It's always those that are the most disciplined or that do good, that are the most pure. There's the ones that have outbreaks of out of character moments. I'll give you a really stupid example. I like to think of myself as a disciplined individual, and often I can get very into that regime of going to the gym, recording videos, doing everything, right? Then once a month, me and my friends, we go out and we get rather drunk, and you know, it's not something that I condone, but it's nice to do once a month, right? But sometimes this side of me comes out because I've been living in such a disciplined state for a month where I just go completely off the wall, chaotic, and well, just act somewhat out of character. Maybe I'll embarrass myself in front of my friends, I'm not even really sure, because I can't remember it half the time. Now this is a very, very stupid example, but if we take that on a broader scale, there's accounts in history of people who were good men that did terrible things, and I believe it's because they repressed their shadow, Chief. And I've done that before. When I was younger, I used to be scared of my own anger. I used to repress it so much that I'd associate it with a different side of myself. I'd even give it a character in my brain and a name. I'd literally push it into a different person. And my brain's quite creative, and as I got older, it started to become very realistic. And it started to affect me because there was this moral battle that anytime I did anything that wasn't aligned with me, it didn't feel like me. And sometimes it would come out quite literally in outbursts of rage, and it felt like something else was taking over. Now, this isn't some spiritual possession shit. It was just quite simply, I'd pushed all my negative thoughts, feelings, and everything into the back of my mind, and it was trying to get out because it is a part of you. There is nothing you can do about it. Your sadistic nature, your selfishness, your want for violence, your aggression, your cowardice, it's all you, as much as the good sides of you. You do get to choose who you are and what you do, but the makeup of you, fundamentally, you can't choose. And that's why you need to embrace your shadow, because it has things to teach you. You can use it. It is a dark energy, yes, but if you can use your shadow, use it up in good ways, it won't come out as much because you are using and depleting that energy rather than trying to bury it. Because what happens when you bury it, it creates friction and it'll come out. Have you ever held a grudge for so long? You've wanted to confront someone for so long, but you just want to be a good person. You don't want to make them feel bad, and it might be something menial at first. And it happens in relationships all the time, and it builds and builds and builds until you snap at them. You really snap at them for, frankly, nothing. Some people even snap at strangers on the street. You see, Chief, you need to be careful, because like I said before, in history there have been good men that have done terrible things because they don't keep their shadow in check. And don't let it get too far as well. There's been times where I've embraced on my dark side and I've almost liked it. I've said, I'm only human. And there's been times where I've lacked empathy and gotten a bit selfish. I wasn't a bad person, but I could see myself going down a path of self-indulgence just in the name of embracing my shadow. There needs to be a middle point. You still try to be a good person, but you find a way to use this energy. For instance, I'll give you an example, the gym. If I didn't go to the gym, I'd be a really angry person. I wouldn't be as calm as I am. All my negative prideful and egotistical thoughts and aggression, I channel it into the gym. I channel that dark energy, maybe even wanting to get women, all of that. Channel that into improving yourself, because on the surface it could be because you want to beat someone, or be someone, or teach someone a lesson, or primarily just get out some rage that someone made you feel. But what are you putting that into building a body and making yourself feel better about yourself, for becoming more useful? You can put aggression and pride into becoming better at something. And talk to people. Find someone you can talk to who won't judge you for your negative thoughts, because most likely they'll be having the same thoughts. Find someone you can express it. Because if you keep it inside, it will eat you alive. Embrace your shadow, but don't let it consume you. Say less. Do more.